There is a quiet power in refusing to give up, standing tall even when life tries to knock you down. Today we'll be talking about how to adopt the I do not believe in defeat feeling, what it means, how we could change our lives, and how we could make it our default setting. Because let me tell you something, when you stop believing in defeat, life starts believing in you. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I read the book. If you're new, I didn't get a chance to watch the previous videos. My name is Sadejong, and the purpose of this channel is to break down some impactful books chapter by chapter for better understanding, whilst making it very enjoyable for you all. We already started with the book The Power of Positive Thinking by Dr. Vincent Norman Peale, and today we'll be talking about chapter 8. So let's get right into it. Chapter 8 says how to adopt the I do not believe in defeat feeling. You see, I would like to start this chapter with a Bible verse, Philippians 4 verses 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Going back to the book. You see, defeat is a mindset and we need to learn how to reject it. You see, Dr. Norman Peale explains that many people fail to succeed not because they are incapable, but because they could not think their way past obstacles they faced while trying to be successful. And that is the difference between the successful and the unsuccessful people. The successful people will look for ways to bypass obstacles they face along the way, while the unsuccessful, when faced with obstacles, they accept their fate, accept defeat. They tell themselves, I have tried, I did my best. You see, the best way to handle obstacles is to face them head on. Do not complain, do not whine, do not say life is being unfair to you. Stand up and confront the obstacles. I need you to believe, I need you to tell yourself, I am able to overcome these obstacles. When you tell yourself that and you start believing you are able to overcome these obstacles, Dr. Norman Peale says there are 3 powerful ways you can deal with obstacles. So the first way to deal with obstacles is to go around the obstacles. Sometimes the best way to overcome obstacles is to bypass it entirely. Let's take for example, you have 2 friends, John and James. James comes up with a brilliant idea, but he feels that he will not be able to realize that idea without the help of John. So he calls John and says, bro, I have an idea, but I need your help if this idea is going to be realized. They come together and they divide the work into 2 parts. You see, James does his part, but over time he realizes that John is lazy. When there are deliverables to be handed, John keeps postponing. You see, in this situation, you're faced with a problem. Your very best friend is the obstacle. The person you want to rely on is not a reliable person. Take full ownership of the problem. Bypass that obstacle entirely. Yes, it might be very challenging to handle, but we have to remind ourselves that success sometimes requires sacrifices. You see, by choosing to remove roadblocks, you'll be able to progress faster and more efficiently. See, this strategy emphasizes adaptability. If plan A doesn't work, try plan B. It is very important. The second way we could deal with obstacles is to go under the obstacle. You see, if bypassing an obstacle entirely is not an option, think creatively and find alternative solutions. Going back to the scenario I illustrated before, James has to take on the workload alone because John is unreliable. But James comes to the realization that it is just too much work. So instead of struggling and staying stuck, it is wise to seek new opportunities. In this situation, it will be very wise for James to look for a new partner. A partner that shares his vision and a partner that is reliable. You see, this strategy of dealing with obstacles prioritizes innovation over confrontation. You see, instead of going against the obstacle, they think of smarter ways to bypass the obstacle. John is unreliable. James is very goal-driven. How do you bypass John, the unreliable person, in order to meet your goal, in order to achieve success, in order to bring that idea to life? You find someone that is reliable enough. You find someone that shares your work ethic. You find someone that shares your vision, that is going under the obstacle. You see, the third and final way to deal with an obstacle is to go through the obstacle. Go through the obstacle. Mind you, this is the most difficult way. It requires persistence, resilience, and patience. You see, let's go back to the scenario I stated before between James and John. So James comes to the realization that John is very unmotivated. John is very unreliable, but he loves John too much. John has been his friend since they were kids. So he doesn't want to leave John behind. So he decides to teach John on how to be focused. So he decides to teach John on what reliability means. So he decides to teach John on what having a clear goal feels like. So he decides to help John change his mindset. You see, this will take time, but it is the most rewarding strategy. Going through the obstacle, working hard. You see, dividing that obstacle into various pieces and trying to fix one piece at a time. That is what it means to go through an obstacle. But there is one thing I want you to know. With this method of approach, there is no guaranteed success. You could try fixing one piece at a time and at the end, you still fail to bypass the obstacle. But this method is very important for those willing to fight for their long-term vision. So these are the 3 most powerful ways to deal with obstacles whilst striving for success. You see, so the first thing you have done to yourself is you have reprogrammed your mind to stop thinking negatively. You have told yourself, I will not think of defeat. It now makes it more easier for you to be able to accept the fact that you can deal with obstacles, for you to be able to believe in yourself. And once you start believing, you will be able to do anything. It is what this chapter is trying to tell us. You see, our subconscious is one of the greatest liars. It tells us you cannot do it. I experience it sometimes. Something as simple as waking up at 6 a.m. I have to go to the gym very early tomorrow morning because I have a class at 9 o'clock. That means I'll have to wake up at 6 a.m. And you immediately hear your subconscious saying, nah, bro, you cannot wake up at 6 a.m. It's impossible. It's lying to you. So we need to learn how to eradicate negative thoughts from our minds. When you eradicate negativity from your mind, you start believing, and these obstacles become very simple and easy for you to overcome. You see, if you change your mindset, what once seemed impossible becomes very possible. So think positively, think you can do it, and those obstacles that you face will become very easy for you to overcome. So if there's one thing I want you to learn from this video, is to know that obstacles are just opportunities in disguise. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, view them as challenges that will refine your life. You see, Nelson Mandela said, the greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but rising whenever we fall. Adopt the I do not believe in defeat feeling and watch your life change forever. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, and hit the notification bell so you never miss it.